Roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bills in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Holding offense.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Draw play, ETN. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They go play action with Wilson. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, that's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So now the Bills getting ready to go on their first drive. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Ertz has it left side. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Bills had 2 and 1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Takes it at the 7th. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sport. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This is fielded at the 7. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Kick catching was near. Kicking.
A little too amped up there. Got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
ETN up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys.
Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row.
Touchdown! Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Deshaun Watson and the offense back onto the field. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Chark, 31 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Wilson. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The tackle there by Crayvon LeBlanc. Now Wilson on second down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Cowboys! Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try good by Godot. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Godot now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On first down, it's Watson. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Odell Beckham from 13 yards out. And the Bills are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Wilson's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 25 on second down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we've reached halftime. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though? They find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Watson on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Watson winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Again, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's first down, Buffalo. An inside give to Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Again, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on third down, Watson got his target, Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. Shoves him aside. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The give is to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground. ETN. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments. Run a few different plays.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the Bills.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jones will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Bills are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, Wilson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd and 5. There's Wilson to throw. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running right, Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and what they said, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A give to Jones. Stiff-armed him. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's a give to Jones running left. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.